Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello student. How are you today? I hope you always feeling healthy and happy. So let me introduce myself. My name is Sonia Meyilda Putri. Nama saya Sonia Meyilda Putri. And I'm here want to present it about the material today. The material today is morphology. Saya akan menjelaskan materi hari ini tentang morphology. Okay, let's get started. So, what is morphology? Apa sih morphology itu? Morphology in linguistics is the study of word structures and the relationship between these structures. Morphology examines how words are formed and varied. Jadi morphology itu adalah di linguistik adalah sebuah ilmu tentang struktur kata dan hubungan di antara struktur tersebut. Juga morphology memeriksa bagaimana bentuk kata bisa terbentuk dan bervariasi. Jadi intinya morphology itu adalah perubahan sebuah kata. Why morphology important? Kenapa morphology bisa penting sih? So, morphology is important because to understanding the structure of word more detail, kita bisa memahami lebih dalam sebuah kata, lebih detail, lebih spesifik, and to adding more vocabulary untuk menambah kosakata kita, and then improve our skills in writing and reading, mengembangkan kemampuan kita dalam menulis juga membaca, and then to helping speaking and grammar, untuk membantu berbicara dan grammar, lalu and the last improve our confidence, untuk mengembangkan kepercayaan diri kita. So that's why morphology is important, guys. This is the main topic. Use morphology, penggunaan morphology. Let's get started with affixation. Affixation, do you know what that? Affixation, it's imbuhan in bahasa. So there are two kind of affixation. First, prefix. So what is prefix? Prefix is affixation that add at the beginning of a word. Jadi prefix itu sebuah imbuhan yang disimpan di awal kata. Lalu ada suffix, affixation that added at the end of a word. Berbeda dengan prefix yang di awal, suffix ini disimpan di akhir kata. There are examples that I put in my PowerPoint. So for prefix, I will say one by one. For prefix, there are un, for the example unsuccessful, dislike, misunderstand, replay, midnight, imperfect, and the last incorrect. For suffix, able, readable, ness, happiness, lovely, full, helpful, movement, sion, decoration, est, longest. There are many examples that you can find by yourself if you want. Okay, next is compounding. So what is compounding? A process of combining two or more words or terms to form a new word. Jadi compounding itu tuh adalah sebuah proses penggabungan dua atau lebih dari dua kata sehingga menjadi sebuah kata yang baru. I also have the example for compounding. From noun atau kata benda, the example is sun with glasses, it becomes sunglasses. For verb, for is cat and walk, it become catwalk. And the last adjective, hand with some, it become handsome. Okay. Then next is conversion. Two same words with different meaning. Jadi conversion itu adalah dua kata yang sama tapi memiliki arti yang beda. Jika kalian bingung, ayo kita lihat contohnya. So for the examples is the plants need water. And the second example, I will water the plants. Do you guys consider what the difference between the two examples? Let me explain to you what the difference between them. So the first example, the plants need water. It's mean actually a water. Jadi untuk contoh yang pertama itu betulan merujuk atau memiliki arti air sesungguhnya air. So the second example, I will water the plants, it's mean watering the plants. Jadi di contoh kedua ini bener apa ya, kalau yang pertama itu beneran airnya, tapi yang kedua tuh artinya menyiram, karena aku bakal menyiram the plants, like that. Next, derivation, word class change, perubahan kelas kata. So for the example, verb is act, to noun is actor. Noun beauty change to adjective, become beautiful. And verb enjoy change to adjective, it's gonna be enjoyful. Jadi derivation ini tuh bisa dilihat ya kayak perubahan dari yang awalnya kelas katanya kata kerja berubah jadi kata benda, dimana kata benda berubah menjadi kata sifat, atau kata kerja berubah menjadi kata sifat gitu. Next, inflection. Berbeda dengan derivation, inflection ini tuh tidak merubah kelas kata, does not change the word class. For the example, verb and verb, it's same, walk and walks, noun and noun, man and man, and adjective and adjective, big and bigger. Jadi kalau di inflection ini tuh benar-benar gak ada perubahan sama sekali. Jadi jalan ya jalan, terus merupakan kata kerja. Next, back formation, returning the word form to the root word. Jadi pengembalian sebuah bentuk kata ke bentuk kata awalnya. Misal, in noun is editor. And if we back the word to the root word, it become verb, is edit. And noun, happiness. If we back the form to the root word, it become happy, the adjective. Okay, next, clipping. A longer word is shortened by cutting off part of it without change the meaning. Jadi clipping itu adalah sebuah kata yang panjang, tapi saking panjangnya itu dipotong, tapi tidak mengubah artinya, There are kinds of clipping. The first is back clipping. jadi dipotongnya tuh di belakangnya. For the example, examination, it become exam. For middle clipping atau clipping tengah, influenza become flu. You take the flu in the middle. And the last, front clipping. For the example, hamburger, it become burger. Next is blending, combining words into short words. Jadi penggabungan kata menjadi satu kata, dari dua jadi satu. For the example, kopas. Do you know kopas? Of course, you already know what is kopas. Kopas is combines between copy and paste. Midnight, it combines between middle and night, and brunch is combined between breakfast and lunch. And then initialism. So what is initialism? Ya, initialism itu kalau di bahasa Indonesia inisial ya teman-teman. A type of abbreviation from the first letters of a group of words. Jadi inisial itu adalah jenis singkatan yang bentuknya tuh jadi kayak ada satu kalimat, tapi yang bentuknya tuh dari si kata pertama gitu ya. So for initialism there are two kinds. First is abbreviation. It's pronounced letter by letter. For the example is FYI, for your information. ATM, automated teller machines. For acronym, pronounce directly. You don't need to pronounce letter by letter, like UNICEF, United Nations, International Children's Emergency Funds. And love of loud. Bisa dilihat kan perbedaannya, yang satu FYI, but satu lagi bisa jenis yang lainnya bisa UNICEF. You can say it directly. So the last, yang terakhir, onomatopoeia. It's hard to pronounce, but yeah, it's a sound over imitation. Ini tuh adalah sebuah tiruan suara. Nah, I have the examples. First, animal sound. For the examples is meow, it's sound of cat. Human sound, giggle like. It's sound of soft laugh, terkekeh in Indonesian. And the last, object sound, like tick tock, it's sound of clock. Finally guys, we are in the end, and I want to say thank you very much for watching this material to the end, and thank you for your all attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.